Hello, everybody. That is one of my most favorite songs right there. Today the Ducks lost by 3 points. It was a devastating game. I couldn't have been more sad. It was close though. They tried their best and we couldn't have done much better. So today I'm going to interview one of a very, very intense Duck fan. He was devastated. He was out for like 30 minutes just not talking, not anything. But I got him to be okay for a little while so I could talk to him about the game. By the way, he's completely devastated. He was so sad. He was silent for half an hour, maybe a little bit longer. But anyways, let's see how it goes. Oh, here he comes, right here. Okay, let's go, Field.
Thanks, man. Pleasure to be on the show.
Oh, pleasure to have you.
That game.
So, tell me what you think about the first quarter.
The first quarter, well, we made USC, punt the ball off in their first possession, and we got the ball, and then we got 3 and out. Normally what the Ducks do is get the ball, score their first possession, sets the tone for the game. In this case, it's kind of different, and it didn't. And so I'm guessing that kind of got our momentum kind of off, and didn't score for a little bit, and then just first quarter was crappy.
So would you say the Ducks are a more of a second half kind of team?
Yes, I would. In the second half, they did rally back and got within 3 points. Got the fumble recovery by Barkley. I believe that's the quarterback's name, but we got it. Went up for like 90-something yards, or not 90-something yards because we didn't score the touchdown, but we got up there in field goal range. We hiked the ball, nailed it, got right position, kicked the field goal, and just he didn't have it in him and missed wide left.
Yeah. What would you think the outcome would be if they went into overtime?
If they went into overtime, the Ducks had momentum at the end, and USC didn't. As you can see, they were turning the ball over, weren't doing so good. So I'm thinking that the Ducks probably would have won it by, well, I'm not sure the overtime rules in college, but they would have won the game because they had the momentum. They were going back just to miss field goal, and I don't blame the Ducks field goal kicker. That was under a lot of pressure. I would have probably missed that if I were him. Most people would, except for like NFL or kickers who have had that experience, but didn't really have it today.
So, how do you compare the last game against Stanford to this game?
Stanford, they kind of choked a little bit. Andrew Luck didn't really have any, he didn't have enough oomph to go against the Ducks defense. The Ducks defense did really well in that game. In this game, not so well. The defense could have stepped it up a little bit and stopped them for their runs, for first down, like every run. The offense did pretty good, except for the first quarter. Scored 7, 14 points, something around there. Didn't do anything at all. We were down quite a bit. We were down the whole game. We didn't come up at all. And so that kind of, the last game, like I said, we scored in the first quarter, first possession, got that over with, got momentum, built it up, and finished the game off strong. This one, not so much.
Do you think that if LaMichael was really playing,
If he was
more, that they would have done a lot better?
I don't think so, because Kenyon Barner was getting first downs. He can run the ball. He's probably my favorite player on the Ducks. I know he's not the best or anything. No offense to you, Kenyon, but he's probably my favorite player. There's something about him. He can run the ball, and I don't think it would have been any different. because the Michael probably would have got some runs. I mean, the Michael has more like long breaks for touchdowns, and I don't know. I don't want to say that it would have been different, but I think it could have been if we had more momentum in the second half.
So who would you say was the player of the game?
Player of the game. I'd say that's a hard one.
For both teams.
I'd say for the Ducks, I'm leaning more towards Lavasier Tuane because of that 2-point conversion catch right on the line. Very well executed. Nice catch, nice throw, Darren Thomas. Darren Thomas did also, he did pretty cool. Not pretty cool, but pretty good also. USC, I think the quarterback, I think their whole team did pretty well.
Yeah, and I know you don't know very many names of them, but I get what you mean. The quarterback was trying the best he could. That tip that the other teammate got, that was faking the handoff. He just tipped it, and the Ducks
dropped the ball.
Ducks got the fumble.
Me and my friend were freaking out about that. We were jumping up and down, so full of excitement, and couldn't finish that drive.
Yeah.
Like, I was on my hands and knees, like, praying, score this touchdown, win the game, but couldn't do it and missed the field goal. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this game. Not a very good game. I mean, we did come back in the second half, start making rallied back. Couldn't pull the lead off in time. If we would have started earlier, we would have had enough time. If we would have scored more in the first half, just 3 more points would have tied it up in the second half, but the Ducks couldn't get it done today, and there goes the national championship dreams that Oregon had. And they could still go to a bowl game. I'm sure they will. Probably Pac-10 championship, or Pac-12, sorry. Pac-12 championship this year, hopefully, against either Stanford or USC. And so that's pretty much all I have to say about the game.
Well, I got one more question for you.
Yeah.
I know the Ducks lost today, only by 3. They could have got it, but it was a really hard kick, and I get that he missed it. It was really hard, and he had a lot of pressure on him. But the Beavers, they won. What do you think about that?
I was going for the Beavers, but I'm surprised they beat Washington. Washington just didn't have it in him. Nick Montana, he did pretty good, but he just couldn't get it done. And all the Beaver fans, after the Duck game, Facebook, all of them posted crap about the Ducks, and I think they shouldn't have, because a lot of Ducks fans were going for the Beavers, and the Ducks are still 9-2 Beaver fans, so you can't say anything so much better than Beavers, and we can show it to them in the Civil War, and that'll prove it right there. And us Duck fans can actually rub it into them.
But you gotta admit, the Beavers are trying a lot harder this year. Like, they won against Washington.
Yeah, I think it was saying like 3 wins in a row, and that's pretty good. But the Ducks are working harder this year. The most improved team in college football, I can say, since the loss at LSU in the first game. Built up, undefeated since then. The loss tonight was really devastating and just shattered all of our dreams, except for Pac-12 championship game, and maybe a bowl game, maybe Rose Bowl in the making. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this game.
Okay, well, I think that wraps it up.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
See y'all later. One more thing. Go Ducks. O-time in the house, baby. Here we go. Enjoy this song. Right here. What's up? What's up?
Think we're done? We're just getting started.